keep everyone quiet. It's the end of the day on Tuesday. Munir, how was your day?
My day is fine. My day is pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got my phone taken, but it was alright. It was alright besides that.
Were you trying to get away with having your phone out in class or what?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Trying to be gal.
Oh, are you using vocab words?
Yeah.
Extra point right there.
Yes.
All right. Are you looking forward to the snow tomorrow?
Yeah. I hope that we can have a nice, relaxing day.
Maybe we'll go out and go sledding tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Good talk. That's hilarious. Parrish, how was your day today? All right. What was your favorite part of class today? Great. You did get in trouble for running down the hallway and acting crazy today. I'm always telling them to calm down. I know. All right. Relax. It's okay. All right. We have to end it. If you're going to act like this, if you're going to get all out of crazy, we're going to have to stop it. What are you doing? It wasn't even recording yet.
Oh, it's not recording yet.
Seriously? We're in the middle of recording here. How was your day, Ham?
It was pretty good. Besides that interruption.
Ham, you're doing wrestling now?
I've been doing wrestling since last year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you never talk loud enough. And so
It's pretty good!
Did your mom send you to your room a lot at home?
No. And surprisingly, she doesn't.
To the basement?
Like, back to the corner with you.
Your mom watches these videos, doesn't she?
Yeah, my mom watches these videos. Hi, Mom.
So, how do you like that scarf I gave you today?
I feel like the Black Hokage over here.
I don't know what that means. What was the best thing that happened today?
This scarf, pretty much.
The scarf?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Glad I could brighten your day up. That bright scarf. Looks like someone killed Woodstock and made a scarf out of it. Actually, if Schwab had that scarf... Come here, Schwab. Look. It's like a theme. Actually, you're too short. Let's do this. Look, you guys like match now.
Banana game.
You look like you're on the Biggest Catch or whatever that fishing show is. Like the Gordon Fisherman.
Like monster fish.
Schwab, how was your day?
Pretty good. I mean, the greatest part was hitting 99 views on a video in 2 days. 99.
So Schwab has a YouTube channel. He's in my I have an after school program for kids that want to have YouTube channels, and Schwab's one of those dudes. What's your channel name?
Cloak Warlord. If you don't know how to spell it, it's CL.
How about we do one of these things? Let's put it right on the bottom here like this. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big guy.
Take out Schwab's channel for a second, and then reappear right now. Hold on, reappear right now.
No one can hear you down there.
Reappear right now.
How's the weather down there, buddy?
It's cold.
How was your day, Reynolds?
That's actually a good question. That's what I was going to talk about. You good? That kid. He got in trouble today.
Leaving ominously.
Let's talk about that dude real quick. So, a couple things. One, the day was great. Like, it was an awesome day, and I want to talk about that, but I want to talk about that not in front of everyone else because I don't want to. You guys could just watch the video and find out about that.
We just watch it
But,
and find out.
do you ever have one of those days where, like, at the end, like, your day's great, and then the last class or the last thing that happens just aggravates you? Like when John waves in the back of your video all of a sudden. So that was my day. It was like awesome until the very last moment, and I just got aggravated, and then I was just aggravated now. What is happening right now? Oh my God. Why are you so tiny in the background?
This is what makes Reynolds a cool teacher. You don't understand.
You already know. Whenever Ham touches the screen, it turns into golden. Precise.
Did you touch Schwab's jacket?
Yes. That's why it's gold.
I don't even know what you just said. It's probably offensive though.
Also, I have a Tinder. Ladies.
Now you got demonetized.
Why? So you're like.
All right. Go to wrestling practice.
I'm waiting for Owens to come back.
I think the fishing boat's leaving. Hi, John. Do you want to talk about your day real quick? How was your day? Talk loud enough so the microphone. Ham, you're always too loud. Shh.
My day was okay. I didn't get in trouble like yesterday for not having my belt.
You didn't have a belt on yesterday?
Yes.
Did they make you go home?
They made me sit downstairs. So
Why did they know you didn't have a belt? Why didn't you have a jacket on over it?
I did. Somebody wanted to be funny. They pulled my blazer up.
Somebody ratted?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, no, it's not funny. Rats. All right, I'm gonna have to go make my own video now. Bye. Peace. Have a great day. All right, let's talk about this. Am I sitting down? Look at me. I'm sitting down today. Too much standing up all the time. No, it's not going to work. I wasn't going to talk about this because this is wacky looking. I have an aversion to people doing nice things and then telling everyone, like on social media, that they did a nice thing. And that's probably my own stuff, but I just feel like, for me, it feels better when I don't tell people about it. However, in this instance, I just feel like it's something to learn from and something that maybe, I don't know, maybe this inspires someone out there to go and do a nice thing for kids. So yesterday, I'm not going to say anyone's name, so if you guys are watching this, I'm not going to say your name, I'm not going to say your particular situation, because I'm not going to put you on blast like that. But the short of it is I had a student that came to me yesterday and they were telling me their story. And their story was kind of heartbreaking and difficult. And, you know, we talked about their life and what was going on. And then they were saying how they were looking to sort of better themselves and they wanted to be a part of something outside of school, but they needed supplies for that, right? They needed clothes to be a part of this thing. And they didn't have the money for it and they couldn't get the money for it. And so they were disappointed because they felt like this was an opportunity for them and they didn't have it. So yesterday I went out for coffee, stopped at the ATM, I grabbed $60, bring it back to school, and I give the dude the money so that he can go get what he needs so he can be a part of this thing. That was connected to, though, the fact that like it wasn't just like, here you go, it was a podcast that I wanted him to listen to, right? So I leveraged this and I said, there's a podcast I want you to listen to that I think will really impact you. And you have to give your all when you go to this thing. Like you weren't supposed to be there, but now this chance thing happened. Now you have to give it 100% when you go and really, really do it. So that was that. It was the end of the day. He was extremely excited, came in, gave me a big hug, and it was nice. Come in this morning and his best friend, who doesn't smile very often, has had a very aggravating weekend, came in, we talked about that also, but the best friend comes in this morning with what I may be projecting, but with what I think were tears in his eyes, gives me a giant hug and tells me thank you so much for helping his best friend. And so the reason I even share that to you is like, I'm not suggesting that you should start like just handing money out to kids. And like, I realize that not all of us have the ability to do that. But like in this instance, I had it. And it's just amazing to me sometimes like that level of giving and what that can do for kids. Like something small, seemingly small or easy for you, whether it's a donut or a tasty cake if you live in Philly or whatever it is, a ride home, like sometimes those things are worth a lot more than we think they are. So anyway, I was having a regular day and it was nothing too magical. I walk in this morning, that happened, and just sets you up for a great day. And so the flip side of that was the end of my day, my last period turned into Cloud Cuckoo Land from the Lego movie, and it was maddening, and I felt like no one was doing their work. They weren't taking things seriously. They were getting in trouble. It's just interesting to me that your day can go both ways, and that like even people that you watch on YouTube and it looks like everything's all perfect all the time, it's just not. Like it can go, one day can have all that kind of madness to it where there's something really magical and great happening and then something that is like making you pull your hair out at the end of the day. So it's probably why I go to the gym now after school and I run. And then I always run next to someone who's way slower looking than me so that I can feel successful about myself. That's a true story. Real quick, this is what two of the classes are doing right now. I just want to break this down for you. This is for the Odyssey lesson, and it was a good review. I have one class that read the story slower than everyone else. They were struggling with remembering the events from the story. So instead of just doing a basic review like I typically do, which looks like Quizzo or Jeopardy and some sort of study guide, this was each student had to get into a pair, no more than 2 kids, because we all know that third kid doesn't do anything if they're in a group. No more than 2 kids, and then they each got a section from the Odyssey. So someone got Circe, someone got Scylla, someone got the Underworld, someone got the Suitors, and then they had to pit those 2 individuals together. Are you finished your test and that's why you're coming over here? All right, let's see if I can make this make sense, and this is what it looks like. First of all, if you're new to this channel, I'm not into overcomplicating anything. I believe that the term I use as bare bones teaching, I think is the way, because sometimes we make things too complicated and then it's complicated for the kids and it's complicated for us. And it really just, I think a lot of times teachers do that so they can feel more validated. Like we had this big, complex, insane thing that we had to do when really, I think it's about taking complex ideas and breaking them down into simple, understandable parts that are, so what you're doing is rigging the game to win. So the kids can have these maybe large tasks that when broken down, they understand. So as a freshman teacher, I am working on each individual building block and then that scales over the years. So for this review, this is what this looks like. I'll talk about this and then I'll just show like the individual parts. But so the idea is this: you have Odysseus and his men and somebody else, whoever their obstacle person was or scene or character that they were up against in the Odyssey. On one side, you put the winner The other side, you put the loser. Like, so if it was Odysseus versus the Laestrygonians, Odysseus lost against the Laestrygonians. If it was Odysseus and the Cyclones, they won against the Cyclones. Then you break that part of the book up into 4 equal parts. So if you were to read it and your friend said, hey, what was your part of the book about? Yo, it's pretty much about this, 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 and this. Just as a way to just review and to remember what we did. Then you answer these 3 questions. This one is, what role did the men play? What did you learn about Odysseus? And what life lesson? No, there's one at the bottom. Just trust me. There's one at the bottom. What is the life lesson? The idea there is to break it down. What role did Odysseus's men play? So we're looking at those secondary characters and seeing what role they played. Then, what did we learn about Odysseus? Did we learn about his guile? Did we learn about the fact that he is crafty? Did we learn about his weakness or see him vulnerable? What did we learn about his character in that scene? And then the life lesson is really just a way to connect it to the kids' lives. Whenever you can take what you're reading and connect it to your life, that reading now takes on a new meaning and it's actually worth something. So some of those projects, the kids, some drew well, some didn't draw so well. Some kids focused on the handwriting, some kids focused on the drawings. Some kids traced, and we put the papers up against a giant window out in the hallway. Behind that window was a piece of paper, or was a piece of paper of the character that we printed out, and they could trace it. And I realized that everyone should have probably, there's 100 different ways you could do this, but one of the things I was focusing on was, 1 was teamwork for maybe one of the first times this year. 2 was seeing if these guys could handle projects. 3 was walking them through how you could do this. So if you don't know how to draw, instead of having some crappy stick figure or having something you feel embarrassed about, just trace. I mean, I do that all the time. All the chalkboard drawings in my room are all traced, and most people don't know that, although I've shared it on videos before. It's important to know that you can borrow from other sources. And then what will happen with this is tomorrow, we're going to present what they came up with, and this becomes the review for the test. So the kids that had Charybdis and Scylla versus Odysseus, they all 100% have mastery over this, hopefully, for the test, and then they will be able to answer those questions with more confidence. So that was it for today. Cephas is here. Are we ready? I have this peek hole in my door too. It's really great. See it right there. You just pull it up, and then you can tell who's at the door. Taking Cephas to the trolley and going home, and then that's it. Oh, and I think there's a whole horde of kids outside my room right now. But that's it, everybody. Until tomorrow, peace. Today on Big Guy Little Car. Stevens is so mad because Cheesesteak can't even move his legs up any further.
Because he got in the front. Why you get in the front? I'm 6'2.5". You're like 5'11". You can't get in the front.